Now we're taking you down our Universal movie timeline, kind of like our greatest hits, if you will. You can see the best of our movie history down this hill here. But personally, I love Universal's classic black and white films. They're some of my favorites. I actually have a scene for one of my all-time favorite movies on board today. Check out your screens.
The room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Warren.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon. Hello.
Yes?
Every bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Okay, everybody, that's very obviously not a classic black and white Universal picture. That was filmed in Soundstage 20, one of the 24 sound stages we have here at our studio for filming. But filming is only the second step of the movie making process. There are actually three. The first step is called pre-production. That's a preparation phase. That's where the script gets written, the actors are cast. It gets greenlit to go to the second step, production, actual filming. The third and final step is called post-production. That's where they edit the movie together. Now, tons of filming or production happens here to your left in this soundstage. It's Soundstage 12, but as you can kind of see, it's home to NBC's hit singing competition show, The Voice.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
That's right, and over the years it's been home to everything from Frankenstein's Lab to Dracula Castle. It's also Scarface's mansion, one of the views from the clock tower from Back to the Future, Visitor Center from Jurassic Park, my personal favorite though, Whoville, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Cobblestone Creek all filmed some scenes back there in Soundstage 12. Now we saw what the scenes look like, but this on your screens is really what a soundstage looks like most of the time. It's completely blank, but the walls are padded with a very special material. It's called Instaquilt. It's about 4 times thicker than what you guys have at home, but it makes sound stages about 98% soundproof. To make up for the other 2%, that's why we go into those quiet zones here in the studio, because look how close we can get to filming. Those sound stages right over there, that's the home of Superstore, starring America Fiera. So if I would be on the microphone or playing you guys something here on your screens, that sound would actually sneak in and ruin a take, which would not be good for anybody. Now, productions can not only film inside of sound stages, they can literally utilize anywhere at our studio. Like this big white building you see, it's just an office building on our lot day to day. But in the Lost World Jurassic Park, that office building was transformed into a cliff where the mobile lab was standing over. See, the little movie magic and imagination, we can transport you anywhere by filming anywhere here at our studio. And this soundstage right here is no exception, Soundstage 21, but it's very special because this soundstage has a 17-foot deep pit right in the middle of it. And they used it filming Jurassic Park. That scene where the SUV's falling down the tree in the first movie was filmed right in there by using that pit. They built a tree inside of it to give it height indoors. Then to add on to that, they have the cameraman go to the very bottom of that 17-foot deep pit on his back with the camera facing upward, so the SUV fell down and fell towards the camera, putting us, the audience, right in the middle of the drama of that scene. It's pretty awesome. Now, Soundstage 21 is very special to our film history, but these sound stages to your right are very, actually a couple days from now, May 30th, called Roll the Dance, where dance groups compete to win $1 million. Now, when you see those shows on your television, you see the final product, but on sets or our city sets, you get a sneak peek over here to your right. Now, as you can see, we shoot all the big stuff out here, all the exterior scenes on a very large scale, things that can't fit inside of a soundstage, essentially. And if you keep looking in this direction, you're actually gonna see our most frequently filmed Bat Lot location. It's called Brownstone Street. You may recognize it from Bruce Almighty.
Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good.
Oh, you're done now. Great. We
unit.
Now you've seen these apartments not only in Bruce Almighty. The Mindy Project's apartment was out here in the first few seasons for Mindy Kaling, that apartment with the columns in front of it. But I need you all to brace yourselves and hold on to something, okay? Because Ludwin is going to take this tram up to 88 miles per hour. Because where we're going next, we don't need roads. We're going back to the future. Okay, just kidding. The trams can't actually go that fast. But we are headed to Hill Valley from the Back to the Future films. In fact, if you look to your left, you're going to see the clock tower from the movie. Now I see a lot of you looking at the building and looking at me. Yes, I do realize that does not look like the clock tower from Back to the Future, but there is a reason behind that. This area became so recognizable as the clock tower in Hill Valley from Back to the Future that when Ghost Whisperer, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, came to film at our studio, they had to build a facade in front of the original structure you see on your screen. Now facade is a fancy word for a false front, but the doors are open today, so if you peek inside, you can see the columns and the door that's on your screen. See, the facade kind of camouflages it. That allowed Ghost Whisperer to have their own identity for their show. That way when you're watching it, you see Grandview and you're not thinking, wait a second, that looks a lot like Hill Valley from Back to the Future. Now they not only built that facade that you see, they also built this firehouse right over here to your right hand side. But this building is very special because it actually can fit a real life fire engine inside. That way as they're filming, they can have the fire engine move forward and backward to further enhance that we're in a real city and not just the area here in our studio. Now this is a great example of a small, quaint town, right? Sometimes productions do need to go to bigger cities to film, and we got them covered. We have our very own large metropolitan area. In fact, this is what we call our New York Street, because it's kind of a replica of actual New York. We have a very own Macy's that you find on 34th Street and a financial district. And we also have our very own Broadway district that we're driving down right now. Now, we built the Broadway district because this is the only way we're getting tickets to Hamilton, you guys, is driving through our back lot. Just kidding. We still can't get tickets to Hamilton. I can't but a girl can dream. But I can't talk about New York without. King Kong 360 3D. Now let me hear you make some noise for King Kong! That's awesome, you guys. Now feel free to take off your protective 3D glasses, but hang on to these bad boys. You will need them one more time during our tour together. But don't worry, this time I will give you the heads up of when and where to put them back on and not Peter Jackson. But the epic battle that we just survived was shown on one of the world's largest digital 3D screens, standing at about 5 stories high, and it's about the size of 16 IMAX theater screens. It's one of the largest in the world. It was designed by Peter Jackson and the filmmakers over at Weta Digital. The filmmakers over at Weta have been busy. They recently worked on the Power Rangers movie that was in theaters. They designed the suits that you see, and they're currently working on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new film called Rampage. But keep checking out your screens to see how the epic battle we survived. On the left-hand side, we got Kit. from the 2008 Knight Rider series that aired on NBC. The Ferrari from Magnum PI, some pretty sweet rides from the Back to the Future series. Now, if you want to see one of the original hybrids from the movie, it is on display, it's not here at the studio. We have donated one of the ones from the movie to the Automotive Museum here in Los Angeles. So if you're visiting for a while, I highly recommend going to check it out. We also got some cars from the Flintstone movies here to your left, some supercharged cars from the Fast and Furious franchise, try saying that 10 times fast, and some cars from Jurassic World. Now, as you're driving by these cars, they're actually not all what they seem, especially on your movie screen. Great example of the cars from the Fast and Furious franchise. Now, you see those actors driving pretty fast and furious, so wind in their hair, but a lot of times they're back in sound stages, much like what we passed earlier on our tour, surrounded by green walls, which turns into a large green screen, which allows CGI experts or computer-generated imagery experts to put the city behind them. They're really sitting behind a fake steering wheel with a fan blowing in their face going like this. Not very Fast and Furious. What makes it look that way is we edit that footage together with actual stunt performers driving down the street doing those crazy tricks that you see into one sequence, so it looks like the actors are doing it themselves. So it takes tons of people to make about 30 seconds of what we see on screen. It's pretty impressive. Now, like the Fast and Furious franchise, we can take you all over the world. We can take you from a movie studio to an island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yep, I couldn't have said it better myself. That's right, guys. Ludwig is now driving us into the heart of Jurassic Park, where we have even more picture cars on display for you, including the mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park. And I'm going to let you guys in on a Hollywood secret, okay? It looks like the mobile lab is made out of metal, but it's actually made out of wood and painted to look like metal. And if you look at the windows, you can see the wood frame that's there, because it's easier to move a mobile lab made out of wood than actual metal around the set. We also have dinosaurs. When the dinosaurs get out of their cages. Oh no. What should I? Wait. Do you think if I play music, no one will notice? Okay, cool. I'll just do that. Oh no. That was my bad. I forgot to mention, if you're sitting in a blue seat today, there's a good chance you might get hit with water somewhere here on the tour. But don't worry, you guys, everything's gonna be fine, because Ludwig and I were sitting in black seats, so we're totally safe. Yay! Now Jurassic Park, dinosaurs and water, mostly rain, really helped set the mood for the film. A lot of that rain had to be added manually. We're going to show you how they did that in just a moment. But first, I have to check in with Al Roker from the Today Show. We got a forecast for the rest of our day.
Everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot.
Okay.
It's going to be sunny.
Somebody could bring all this water back down to the earth naturally, so it looks like the real stuff on your movie screens. In the early days of filmmaking, though, to help the rain be visible, powdered milk or ink was added to a water mixture. But today, for HD filming, since the cameras capture everything, productions just supersize the water droplets as they come down. Car 3, wait, what's up? Wait, what do you mean water is rushing towards you? I don't Oh no, watch out, everyone, take cover.
Oh no!
Sorry about that, guys. Yes, there was a flash flood warning. But we just want to introduce you guys to one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. If you check out your screens, you can see that flash flood there featured in Big Fat Liar.
You can't outrun the wall, kid! We'll see about that.
Now you've seen our Old Mexico sets, not only featured a Big Fat Liar, also an episode of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders starring Gary Sinise and Nacho Libre starring Jack Black. Now I mentioned the wound was literally around the corner, but right now Ludwig and I are going to prove that to you as we mosey our way out of Old Mexico.
This is how it ends.
Okay, guys, I think that's the worst of it. I think it's a... Oh no! Ludwig! Let's get out of here, man. I don't know how to swim. Just drive towards the light. Drive towards the light at the end of the tunnel.